everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you're a returner and if you are new here, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Jasmine, and today I'm gonna do I've been seeing them all over the internet, well, like all over YouTube. They're kind of like they're monthly resets, but I'm just gonna do a recap. I'm not necessarily doing a reset because this is my first time doing this, and I'm just don't know what I really want to include, but there is a couple of things that I did want to recap from August. So if you're interested in what happened in Jasmine's August and how she's preparing for her September, stay tuned. Okay, I had to take a brief intermission and put some Vaseline on these ashy lips, baby. But ooh, I got a mosquito bite. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, itchy. All right, anyway, so August, of course, you guys, well, you probably don't know, August is my birthday month, so let's just say Jasmine spent a lot of money in this August, but August has also been, it's been crazy. It's had its highs and it's had its lows. With my peak and my pit for August. So my pit, you guys, it was the pits for real. So back in December, I got into a car accident or whatever in Georgia, but I still had Florida license and Florida insurance and all of that stuff. Well, Geico was like, well, listen, bitch, you're not in Florida anymore, so you're gonna have to get Georgia insurance. And I was like, fine. So I get Georgia insurance, and that was in the beginning of the year. Fast forward to, I think the last week of July, I get this message from Geico that's like, hey, we need a copy of your license. And I'm like, crazy that you guys asked for that, because why don't you have my license? Right. I open up the document and it's like, your license is suspended. And I'm like, I almost passed out, y'all. Almost passed out. Suspended license? What are you saying? And so I go on the Florida website to check on my license, and it said it had been suspended since May. Here we are in July. I've been riding around on a license that was suspended since May. So that I almost passed out. Honestly, that was the worst, because what I end up having to do is send my plates back to Florida. And so with that being said, I didn't have a car because I can't drive a car with no plates. So for maybe 5 days, I had to take an Uber or Lyft over to my second job. I work from home full time, but my part-time job, obviously I have to go to the location. So I ended up having to take Lyfts and Ubers, and that was not fun. Very expensive. And then after going back and forth with everybody, it was just a lot of money spent. I wound up getting my license reinstated in Florida so that way I could go get a Georgia license, which, funny, they give you a paper license. So I'm on my way to Tampa, and I get to Tampa because I just had to use my passport because I can't use the paper license. I get to Tampa and I realize I have no license. I have no license at all whatsoever. So mind you, I have to drive to Orlando from Tampa to go to Houston for my birthday. So yeah, I just was riding around dirty, no license, because my paper license is still in my car in Georgia, and the official license is probably in my mailbox in Georgia. So yeah, there's that. So that was actually my peak. That cost me a lot of money, a lot of stress, a lot of time away from work trying to figure that situation out. Hits. All right, and for the peak, my birthday weekend was amazing. My birthday is August 25th, and my whole week was amazing because I ended up going to Houston to spend time with my friend Danny. I left on Tuesday, got back Thursday, and then while I was there also I got to see one of my friends, Mika. I haven't seen her since I left Virginia to move to Florida, and that was back in 2014. So I was so happy to see her, and our pictures just came out so amazing that we was oh my god, it was a great time. And we really didn't do much. Tuesday we kind of just chilled, watched P Valley, ended up going to this whack taco place. Oh my god, it was awful. That was on me. Whatever. But the next day we went to Lost and Found and we went to Kiss, and the food was really good at both places. So that was really fun. And then I came back Thursday and I'm sitting here, I'm chilling, talking to my mom, and the doorbell rings and I'm like, okay. But my friend had told me, she was like, hey, your birthday gift is going to be delivered today, so go open up the door. And it's my friend Neek. She bought her daughter Kaylee, so they both came and surprised me. I was so shocked. I was so happy because Kaylee is 1 now, but I hadn't gotten a chance to meet her. Just timing. Stop it. Sorry, my dogs are down here. Anyways, I hadn't gotten a chance to meet her in the whole little year that she was born. So I was so happy to spend the weekend with her. She wore me out. Yeah. Wore me out. Wore me out, y'all. But I was, again, just so excited to be around my friend. And then she also bought me this really expensive perfume. And I was like, don't ever buy me anything this expensive again. And she was like, you deserve it. You're always there for me. And I'm like, oh, my friends, they're so amazing. So those were my peaks. That was my pit and my peak of the month. So we'll see what September has in store for me next month. Moving on to goals. So I'm not a big goal setter. I do set goals and then I break them. But new year, new me. So we're gonna try to sit down. We're gonna try to set some goals, and they're very small, very not crazy goals at all, but we're gonna set a couple and see if we can get them accomplished. So I did write them down. So the first one is to cut back on eating out. With me having a second job, it kind of gets hard to do dinner, and I do eat out quite a bit. If you hear any noise, it's just my dogs. It's either this one coughing or this one, I don't know what he be doing. Anyway, to just eat out once a week. So I have an eating out budget, but I always go well over that budget all the time. So we're gonna go and we're gonna take it back and we're gonna try to just eat out once. My second goal is to basically not spend on my credit card, because I have to really work on getting down my credit card debt. It's really embarrassing how much I owe on my credit card. So we're trying to cut out that spending, which is so hard because it's so easy for me to just swipe it, swipe it, swipe it. Cough number 1. Number 3 is to just try new recipes. I eat the same things all the time, but I think I'm kind of getting bored. Anyways, I think I'm kind of getting bored with like some of my dishes, and I need to I don't really like leftovers, but pasta leftovers are pretty good. So I'm gonna try to learn how to make some pasta dishes, so that way when I do have to go to my second job, I can just pop that in the microwave and not worry, and that will tie into me not eating out. Post consistently. I do not post consistently. I have been terrible at it. I'm really trying to go hard with posting TikToks and Reels, and then also at least one video a week on YouTube. It's so hard for me. The problem that I have with posting on YouTube is that I don't want to do my makeup. So as you can see, we're barefaced right now, and I just was like, look, you don't have, like, wearing makeup is not me. That's not my thing. I wear it probably twice a month, so I can't expect myself to put on makeup for a video. So y'all gonna see me barefaced, acne and everything else. If I want to make these videos, I'm just gonna have to, you know, get on camera and make videos, makeup or not. So like I said, I want to be consistent. I want to do like 2 to 3 reels and TikToks, and then 1 at least to start out. I was doing good, then I fell off. My next goal is to apply to 2 to 4 jobs a week. I like my job because I like the fact that I'm home and my hours, and it allows me to have a second job and just bring in a couple extra dollars a month. But the job in itself is giving me anxiety. It's giving me real anxiety, and I don't like that. Once I feel like a job is giving me anxiety, it's time to go. My dogs are so distracting, y'all. I would show you them, but they look like ragamuffins. I have 2 more goals. One more is to be active 3 times a week. That shouldn't be hard for me considering where I work, but like it is a challenge. But I need to be active at least 3 times a week, and I don't care how. And my last one is to confirm all of my birthday information. And I know what you guys are thinking, didn't you just say her birthday passed? Yes, it did, but next year I want to go out the country for my 30th. So I want family to come and friends. So I like to plan these types of trips like a year in advance so everybody can get their money together, etc. It can be a little pricey to go out the country, so I don't take that for granted. I'm going to get the resort ready, and then like prices and, you know, flight information. I'm very good at planning trips. Everybody comes to me, like as far as my family and friends, to plan trips. So I want to have that done by September so I can go ahead and send that information out. Everybody can get their money together. I've already started saving. Like next year is going to be a bit busy year for me, so that's why like not eating out is very important. Not spending on my credit card is very important. I want to get my credit card down, and I want to save money because a lot of where I go wrong in my budgeting is Amazon purchases and food. So if I can cut out at least the food, we might be able to get somewhere. My little budget here for September. So my rent is $14.30, and that's basically, that includes like the rent itself, and then it includes valet, trash, water, and something else, but all of that is included. So I always just add 100. So actually, let me see, I think I'm a little bit over, and quite frankly I don't know how the heck I'm over this month, but let me see. So actually this month my rent is gonna be $14.38. So let me go ahead and update that because I only had $14.30 in there. Okay. Then we scroll down to gas. I don't spend a lot of money on gas because I work from home full time. Part-time job is literally 10 minutes away, so I only budget like $45 to $50 for gas just because gas is really high nowadays. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put 45 in there because I actually still have like a half a tank because I haven't been driving my car. So I'll just leave it at 45 for the month. My auto insurance went up. I don't want to talk about it, but it went up and it's very expensive now. But that's okay. We'll just add that. Excuse me. We'll just whatever. Next is gonna be my groceries. I do a poor job at grocery shopping. I think I do good, but I don't. At the end of the day, groceries are very expensive, so I always budget about like $140, $150, and then give or take, right before I get paid, I actually go grocery shopping so I could put it on my credit card and then lump all of my credit card, all the things that I'm putting back on my credit card, like my payment, my subscriptions, anything that's on auto pay, I can lump it all together and pay it to my credit card. So I'm only doing $140 this month, so hopefully, you know, I can look and see if there's any deals. I have to wait till I get home so I can see what's in my refrigerator still, because I threw a lot of stuff out because I knew I was going to be gone. Dining out is $80. I never stick to that. I really want to stick to that. The only problem I have is that Atlanta is so expensive. So that really accounts for one time going out if you want to go out with your friends. But if you want to eat like fast food or whatever, you're good. My friend is actually coming into town, maybe not this weekend but next weekend, so it's like boom, $80 gone already because I know I'm going to spend that going out. Even when I try to go on the menu, see what I'm gonna, it just always ends up spending more because a lot of places you can only use one card or they don't want to split it, blah, blah, blah. But I'm gonna keep it at $80 until I can master spending $80 a month on eating out. Electric, I have it at 120. It has gone up significantly, y'all. I think I've spent like 130 or 140 last month, and I'm like, this is crazy because I never went over 120. So let's see what I should be about spending this month. I should probably, since I haven't been home, be looking at $90 for my electric this month. So I'm actually gonna just set that at 100 because this is the last day. It's today 30th. Yes, today is August 30th, so this is the last day. And I think right now I'm at 86.73, so probably $90. I'm just gonna set it at 100 just in case I get any surprises. My internet is 75. My Wi-Fi is 75, so let's do that. Diego, he is, I put $100 down for Diego, with his food, his nail clipping, his, what is it, the doggy insurance. So I set him at $100, and sometimes I go over, but not really. He doesn't do anything. He just lays here like a bump on a log. So I do take him to the doggy park sometimes, but you know, he doesn't do much of anything. So we'll budget $100 for him. This month I'm getting laser under my arms. Like, I think y'all just, I don't know if you watched my last video when I was saying wax you. I love wax you. I love to hear. I would probably never go back again. But I started having like a lot of ingrown hairs, and I really do exfoliate. And it, I don't know if my, you know, I feel like my body changes all the time. So I don't know if my body is agreeing with the wax right now in this part of my life. But I kind of have to hold off on that and see what's going on. So I've been getting like a lot of, what do you call those things? Like ingrown hair bumps under my arms, and I haven't had that before. So I said I was gonna cut back and maybe try laser. So that's what I'm spending. The wax budget is gonna be on laser, and that's gonna be 45, I think. So I'm gonna budget for like 60 with like a tip. Just doing my arms this time. I don't know if I'm gonna start doing anything else. My streaming services, so that's not just streaming services, it's Apple Music, Apple iCloud, HBO Max is what I pay for, and Netflix. I pay for HBO Max and Netflix, and then Canva, and then like my Blink, Ring, all of that. And it's a significant bill, so it's about $115. I just round everything up to the nearest dollar, or sometimes 5. I don't know, because like stuff goes up, so I just want to make sure I have the money for it. Vacation, I'm only putting 130 to my vacation this month. I have 3 buckets. Actually I have like one of those envelope things, so I have 3 of those. One is for my birthday, one is for my friend's bachelorette, and there is a 3rd envelope for a trip. So I don't know if I'll use it for another trip this year or this next year coming up, or if I'll take that money and just put it towards my birthday, or just put it towards her bachelorette and wedding. So I don't know, but I just have an extra one. So that one, because I just randomly found money somewhere. And I was like, instead of spending this, I'm gonna put this up for an emergency, or for most of the time, like when I want to go on trips, I want to go on trips, but I haven't budgeted for it. So I had a ongoing vacation fund. So I was supposed to go to Mexico last year, and so I had started a vacation fund. I ended up not going to Mexico, and so I just kept it going, and I would just add like $40-$50 to it, 60 here, just like whatever I could. And then it helped me out because I used it for going to Virginia for my sister's birthday, which her graduation, which was actually very expensive. So that really helped out there. Credit card, right now I'm saying 200, but I don't know, I might add more later. And that's actually it for Jasmine and her budget. I told you guys I did not want to talk about my budget, but I decided like to just put it out there. It's really a lot, and there's nothing, I mean, I could cut out some of my subscriptions, I could cut out my vacation fund, I could lower my grocery bill, you know, I could cut out waxing and things like that, but those are, I need that. I need all of those things. I want a vacation. I love my subscriptions and my streaming things. Like, my family has all of them, really, they do. So we all just share the password. So I mean, like, there are things that are on here that I could completely get rid of, but I don't want to. And this is just all on my full-time check. So what I've been doing since I started my job in April is lumping all of that money together and then budgeting from that. But I don't want to do that anymore. So this is for my full-time check, and then anything that I get from my part-time job will either just go to the credit card or savings, really. So I have to rebuild my savings, because like moving in Atlanta wiped that out. My credit card is crazy expensive. I know you guys, if you watched my last video about me living in Atlanta, you know it's very expensive, and I was balling out when I got here. So my credit card bill has to go down immediately. And then yeah, so that's my budget. If you guys have any questions about me, my budget, or any like suggestions about how I should, you know, continue to budget, let me know. So this has been my reset. I know it's kind of chaotic, a little all over the place. This is my first one. So I think next month when I try to do this again, I'm gonna sit down and like do a little bit more and add a little bit more to it, or take some things out. Drop any suggestions below about what you want to see or hear in this recap of the month. And thank you so much for watching. Per usual, if you don't follow me on here, subscribe to me, like this video, and then follow me on Instagram. It's Hey Jasmine, HEYYJAZMIN. I think the same is for TikTok, whatever. I think it's on my intro. So thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.